Caravanserai music.
Classical connections.
Feel the music
together!
Do you hear the music? It's called The Fairy Garden. It was written by a composer named Maurice Ravel. Mr. Ravel loved to tell children's stories, and he wrote this music for two of his friends, the children Jean and Mimi. He wrote it to go with a fairy tale called Sleeping Beauty. Do you know it? In the story of Sleeping Beauty, a prince discovers that a beautiful princess has been sleeping in a castle for 100 years. Only a prince can awaken her with a kiss. But first, that prince must travel through a dense forest to get to the castle. So he begins the journey. And that is where this music starts. Listen. How do you think he is feeling as he begins to ride his horse through the woods? Keep listening. How does the music change as he gets closer and closer to finding Sleeping Beauty? Now the prince will tell you in his own words.
Have you ever come to the end of waiting for something? A party, for example, or a slice of cake, an exciting trip, or a meeting with an old friend. And instead of rushing, you go slow. You twirl your fork before you let the cake hit your tongue. You take the winding road that leads to the park. Well, that's how it is for me. I've been riding through this forest for days to reach her. They say it's just some silly story meant to amuse children, a princess in a frozen castle asleep for 100 years. But I am sure it's true, sure as a tree knows which way to grow. So I've been on my horse for days and days through this forest that stretches for a kingdom and a half. Occasionally I've fallen asleep in the saddle, letting the mare steer us, only one thing on my mind, to reach Sleeping Beauty. I cannot tell you about the trees or animals or rocks I've passed along the way, only that I am closer to her than I was yesterday. Where the river turns stiff, the children like to sing, you'll find the castle that clings to a cliff. Well, eventually I entered a small clearing where the sound of fast-moving water reached my ears, and I tilted my head back, far back, until I could see the pointed roof of a tower, breaking through the trees, almost touching a cloud. And now I am in the final stretch, the last patch of trees before the rocky climb to the castle. But instead of rushing ahead, I pull on the reins and get off my horse. I take a moment to inhale the pine-scented forest. The soft needles under my feet make me smile. I look around and I pick a small white flower to gift to the princess. Finally, I call the mare back and mount her and whisper, "Okay, ready." She knows not to gallop as we approach the castle. I climb the tower steps carefully. At the sound of my boots hitting the stone, I almost break into a sprint, but I enter the room at the top slowly, prepared to savor what comes next. And what comes next is the feeling of my lips on her cheek. She sits up, smiles, and takes my hand. Yes, it is just as you would imagine. It is magical. It is better than any other sweetness, and I am happy.
Wasn't that the perfect music for this happy ending? And they live happily ever after? I think so. And was that music loud enough for you? It was was pretty loud. And how many different kinds of instruments do you think we're playing? Must be a lot. Sounded like a lot to me. It's because they needed to sound like all the people that woke up with Sleeping Beauty, and they're all celebrating together with the prince and princess now. Let's hear from the musicians that are playing at this party.
Hi, my name is Jacob Rogie. I'm a violinist from Charlottesville, Virginia, and I'm going to play a little bit here on the violin for you.
Hi, my name's Alan Pierce. I'm a violinist in Stanton, and I play the second violin, which is a little bit lower normally in the orchestra.
Hello, my name is Katie Overfield Duck, and I play the viola, which looks a lot like a violin, but it's bigger and lower.
Hi, my name is Anna and I'm from Brazil. I live in Stanton and I play the cello.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Lamb. I'm a bass player from Harrisonburg, Virginia, and I'm going to play a little bit of The Elephant for you.
Hi, my name's Beth, and I play the flute.
My name is Bill Parrish, and I live in Afton, Virginia, and I'm here this morning to introduce you to the oboe and the English horn.
Hi, my name's David, and I'm playing the clarinet.
Hi, my name is Sue, and I am holding a bassoon. I play the bassoon.
Hello, my name is Paulo Steinberg. I'm originally from Brazil and I live in Harrisonburg now. I'll be playing the piano and the celeste for you.
Has it been a while since you've been to a big party with lots of people? It is sure a strange time right now when we don't get to do our favorite things with our favorite people. And that is how the beginning of this music makes me think about. However, if you keep listening, as more musicians join in, the music gets louder and happier. What does your happy ending look like and sound like? Well, you can draw a picture, write a story about it, or you can join me in conducting the music together. Because as a conductor, my happiest ending would be to make music with my favorite musician friends in one big concert hall. And of course, you know how to conduct already. It can be as simple as moving your arms and feeling the music in your body and smiling at the musicians like they're your best friends, and they will sound good for you.
Have a sleepover at my friend's house.
Take acting class.
I'd invite all my friends to come have a sleepover with me for 5 days.
5 days.
And I would hold a party with everybody I know.
I dream about having 1,000 pounds of ice cream.
No, not for you.
For ice cream?